Chioma Umira, popularly called Chigul, while featuring in the first episode of Mercy Johnson's food show Mercy Menu, opened up on her divorce and crashed marriage. The Nigerian entertainer, who joined the actress to prepare banga rice with coconut milk, revealed she was young and naive when she got divorced. Also talking about her own marriage, Mercy Johnson admitted marriage is not an easy ride, as there are happy times, dancing times, and crying times.
What's your take on domestic violence?
Wow. It shouldn't happen. I think that sort of strips anyone, male or female, of who you are. It takes, every time it happens, I think it takes a piece of you away. And I think by the time it's happening so many times, you find out that there's nothing left of you. And I think that's why a lot of times the recovery period I've seen people go through, and I know people who've gone through it, the recovery is so difficult because it's almost like there's nothing, you've been stripped bare, because it's that person that knows you most intimately that hurts you the deepest. Yeah. So it literally tears people apart, literally, and it just should not happen. Shouldn't happen.
You're divorced?
I am divorced. Yes, I am.
Kids?
No
kids. No. How hard has it been? I mean, divorce, because you know why I'm asking. Lots of young girls out there get to me, and the kind of picture people paint online, it's an internet generation.
Right.
It's quite different from what you have inside.
Right.
Personally, I post pictures based on my mood.
Right.
So whenever I post pictures, it's because basically I'm comfortable and I'm happy in that skin.
Right.
And when I'm extremely pissed and upset with him, don't bother getting on my page. I'm not putting you there. Yes. So it's just I think that those of us who people look up to so much and expect so much from, to whom much is given, much is expected. Yeah. I think it's about time that we come up with a true picture of, the true picture when you're comfortable, that you're comfortable with, as to what you go through or how it is going through those things. I am married. It's been 7 years, almost 8 years now, and trust me, it's not easy. Right. So forget about the dancing. There are happy times and there are crying times, and the crying times people are not there to see, but the smiles are the ones they're there to see. So what led to your divorce, and how hard has it been coping?
I think in retrospect, thinking about it now, I think I probably wasn't prepared as I thought I was. You sort of plan your life. You say, okay, I'm finished with school. What's next? A marriage, and then you sort of like start along those lines or along that path. And then you get into it, and then you're like, nobody told me about these parts. Nobody told me about how difficult it could be. And thinking about it now, I'm more mature now. And I think if I knew then what I know now, we would probably still be okay, I think.
There's something you would have changed?
There's so many things that would have changed, Marcia.
So if you had another chance, what would you have changed?
Like one, I've learned about men and that word called ego, and allowing a man to be a man, and sort of allowing someone take charge, because that's literally, in my opinion, what they're supposed to do.
All right, so like I told you, the food is sweet, but the conversation sweeter. We still have Chigul here, and we have the rest of our ingredients to add in.
Yes.
All right.
The essentials.
So first, yes, we go with the crayfish. I have it in there.
You kind of strangle it.
Yes, with the spoon.
Yeah.
And then we have our seasoning, just very little. The nutmeg.
Everything is sprangled.
Yeah, just very little, the seasoning. And then we're going to have our twist, which is the coconut milk. We'll have that inside.
You're going to pour it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inside. We leave to boil for a minute or two.
To simmer down. It's going to simmer down.
The last thing I'm going to have inside is the shrimp and the leaves.
Okay.
Before I add the fine boy here.
Fine boy. Yeah.
Let me ask you. You just had surgery.
Yes, I did.
I had
a couple of months ago.
A story for another day. It's just right here. But you are an awesome support system. So through this journey, have you gotten the right support from family and friends?
I have had the most amazing support. Like literally people going grocery shopping for me, coming to the house to see me, bringing me food, what I want, what I like, like even bringing people like come give me a massage. And I had the guy who does my nails came and did my nails, and just because I needed to just sort of like feel a little better. And just people have just been amazing. My family's been amazing. Everybody's been amazing, and calling all the time and asking about me and how far and what the doctor said and what the doctor didn't say. So it's been amazing.
Did you see something? Everybody has been amazing. That's
It's
what I'm saying.
amazing. It's really amazing. like everything's like so cool. Like I'm absolutely like, that's my phone right now. So I'm totally feeling supported because everybody's been so supportive. Yeah.
So we have our leaves inside right now. And then lastly, we have the salt to taste. You know, the salt, we always put it with the swag. That's how we do it.
Like that. I wish I had your body here. I'll be pouring salt like that every day.
Salt. All right, so we're almost ready. Now that everything is simmering, it's about time to taste.
Don't judge me. I like food. Leave me. Leave me.
I am a terrible foodie.
One. Without food, we will not be here. We are gonna quench. Hello. Yeah, that is it.
So, the food is ready.
Yay!
Let's taste it.
This woman in my life, I'm acknowledging you for who you gonna be within my stomach. Oh, Chineke Debu. Baba. I remember this one when you cut it. And when you cut this one, I saw this one when you cut it. I recognize you. No bombs. Hello and goodbye. Oh. Merci. 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 If Nolly will say no.
So yes.
Kitchen say yes. You are a cookist. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. In short, I want to cry because I'm going to leave me. I need to eat my right hand. I'm so sweet in all this.
No, this is good.
Are
you tasting the coconut?
Essence of it. It's a coconut essence within. Coconut essence within. Coconut essence within this banga jollof rice. Coconut essence within. Hello! Only once in a lifetime do you get that opportunity to be eating a food cooked by a mega star.
Did you hear that?
Sir, ma?
Cooking a food. Eating a food.
Hey, food. No, singular. A meal. Yeah, I'm very happy.
Well, we still have Chigul in the house.
And I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here.
No, you're going.
I can't go. Messi, no. The rest of this uncle. I'm not going nowhere. Hello.
Chigul.
I'm sorry.
After the whole struggle, you are so optimistic.
Yeah.
What are your biggest fears in life?
My biggest fears in life? Wow. Disappointing my family. Not making as much of a positive impact as I would like to. I really, because I think the society now, we need differences to be made. Like, we need a difference to be made in people's lives. Because so many people are going through so many things. Young people are learning all kinds of nonsense. I don't want my life to be in vain.
Do you have any painful experience that you want to share?
Painful experience. I think the most painful thing to date I can remember is losing a friend of mine to cancer at 34. She was 34 and she was like one of the best human beings I've ever met in my life. And she touched my life when she was alive. So when she left here, it was not easy to, so it was like, really, Lord? Like, it was like one of those, when you never really, you always say, you know, don't ask God questions. And I wanted to question him that day. I said, Father, why? But I had to hold myself because she has children. We had to be there.
Hanging out with you in the last couple of minutes has taught me so much. But there's one very significant thing I've learned. You know, I do not know how to pass it across so it doesn't sound offensive.
Right.
I think I've learned in life, contentment is everything. I mean, you're seated here, All bubbly. I mean, in every situation, you always have to see the brighter side.
Of course.
And then while you were gesturing, I saw something on your arm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to discuss it if you do
No, it's
not
okay.
want to discuss it.
It's all right.
It's fine. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's somebody out there watching that does not understand that as human beings, we have our pains, we have our tears, we have our moments.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to a growing girl out there? If you look at a young girl growing up today, what would you say to her as Chigul?
I would say to her that don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to allow yourself to think you are worth more than you feel or people make you feel. I think this world is such a huge ocean and there's so much that can be done, and don't limit yourself. Don't settle for nonsense. Don't, just see the best, dream big, allow yourself to see the best, and then you reach for it, but see it. Let the reality live in your head and let your life catch up to it.
So with all the beauty, with all the smiles, with all the play, in the jokes and all of that, you have an ivy on your arm, something you want to talk about?
I said to people, I've told people, and I've posted on Instagram, because just to share my experience, people who live with chronic pain. I've lived in pain for the past 5 months now. And so now we're taking medication, and we have to take medication every day. So the cannula is really something small, just so that I don't have to keep getting poked and prodded with needles every day.
So you just have that.
So just
yeah,
having I give myself safe.
Some people see you on the way and they're like, I want to switch my life for hers. But they forget they don't have an IV in their vein and they're walking free. So always be thankful.
Always be thankful. Yes, it's literally, don't just look at the glory. You have to know the story. Because when you know the story, then you now figure out, maybe I'll just stay in my lane.
Yes, yes. Because, some years ago, I went to the US with my husband. I had surgery in my neck. And I posted some pictures online, and some people like, oh, God, let's switch lives. Not knowing that I have been under the knife.
And that the day you went out and took the picture in the park was the day you felt good enough to do that.
You are a bad person.
They didn't probably see you the day before.
The day I took the picture at the park at the Rock Cafe with my husband was like my first day of stepping my feet on the ground from the bed.
See?
Yes.
You see?
So you see, I think one of the things I've learned from you is always be thankful.
Always! I'm so grateful for movement. I'm grateful for mobility. I'm grateful for just being able to be on my feet and walk from the bathroom to the door to the,
Today on Bessie's menu, we had Chigul. Chigul, for me, it kind of just a mystery. Like, she's somebody I like. She came on the show and we prepared banga jollof rice. She likes food like me. Like Bombs. She taught me that. That's the name for Pomo in French. Chigul has a French name for food. She has an Igbo name for food. She has a Yoruba name. But once it comes to food, Chigul becomes the rapper.
It's the coconut essence within. Coconut essence within. Coconut essence within this banga jollof rice.
Chigul is a reflection or an epitome of that saying that we all have our struggles, our pains, but what makes us human is the ability for us to fight through it and become victorious. One thing I liked the most was the fact that even as an adult, she gives room for learning. She doesn't regret whatever errors that she has made coming back. She feels that there's room to do better. It was so exciting to have Chigul. I mean, I'm so thankful that she came on the show and she was willing to share, her battles and her issues. I really appreciate that a lot.
Mercy, that rice was sweet. I'm gonna go now because I need to go and make sure I can help myself to someone.
Wait, 1 minute.
Yes, Mom?
There's no way you're coming to my kitchen and leaving empty.
Oh, no!
So, courtesy of Bosch, I'll giving you this microwave.
Oh! So I get to warm my rice.
Courtesy of Bosch, we're also giving you this silent mixer.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Oh, Bosch!
Courtesy of Mr. Chef, we are giving you this.
Oh, Amile! Oh, no! I didn't deserve it!
Thank you so much.
On and off.